like that. Woo!
What's good, everybody? Welcome to the Pull Up Show. My name is BJ Matthews, aka B Jizzle. Before we get started, follow us on the YouTube page, the Pull Up Basketball Podcast. Like, share, subscribe all of our YouTube videos by hitting that notification bell. Buy a subscribe button as well. If you guys would like to as well, you can donate to the Pull Up Basketball Podcast in the Cash App, $ BJ Matthews. Again, $ BJ Matthews right there in the ticker to get all to go and donate to the podcast for all the updated content that we give you guys. But let's get it going. Shout out to my man, little place for keep, man. You know, my little bro. Appreciate you coming in, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button, get the notifications out there. If you already know, I don't know why I even say that. You know, y'all already know, y'all regular returners. So, I just want to make sure I get people who are new to get that out there. Hit that like button to get all of the notifications out. All right, man. So we towards the end of the weekend, man. It's Friday. I hope everybody's having a fantastic Friday. We're gonna have a Labor Day coming up on Monday, so I hope everybody's in good spirits. And we got another great topic for you guys today, concerning actually one of the up and coming players in the NBA, who was a lottery pick in the 2022 NBA draft for the Oklahoma City Thunder, 7'1", Chet Holmgren, who was the second pick in this year's NBA draft, sustained a foot injury where it's going to sideline him out for an entire year. Now, I didn't pick up on this story right away because I was just going through so many different, topics. We had the Clippers week all last week. We talked about all Clipper topics. And then, of course, the last couple of days we've been talking about, the Lakers. And we talked about, of course, yesterday was Donovan Mitchell getting traded. And, I had a full list of things that we're going to talk about. So Chet Holmgren was a person today. I think we have to, get this out there because this happened like about 2 weeks ago. So this is the second overall pick in the 2022 NBA draft. So this is kind of a big deal. First thing is first, man. Let me ask y'all a simple question. Do you guys think players spend more time playing pickup basketball rather than actual training? I'm gonna ask y'all a question again. Do you guys feel that players spend more time playing pickup rather than actual training? When I mean actual training, I mean actually doing skill work, actually getting into the weight room, working on their conditioning, working on their plyometrics, things that are going to contribute to them to be able to last a full 82-game season. I have to ask the question because lately there's been a lot of these players just getting hurt, whether it be pickup, pro-ams, and also overseas. For Danilo Gallinari, just been sidelined with a torn ACL. He's on the Boston Celtics. Now, an ACL injury, you can't avoid that. If it happens, it happens. You can strengthen your legs to prevent it and also, stay relatively stretched out and, staying loose, taking care of your joints. You could do that. But, those are one of those injuries that are just like freak accidents, unfortunately. But I'm talking about guys like Chet Holmgren who got injured on a play, backpedaling by LeBron James. Really no impact, no force, no you really couldn't tell he had injured his foot because he was still walking around after the game. And basically, we didn't expect him to be out for the entire season, but reported he just had successful foot surgery. He successfully had a procedure on his Lisfranc injury. I don't even know what Lisfranc means, but I'm guessing it's in his foot. If we read some of the article, it said Chet Holmgren underwent a successful procedure to address a Lisfranc injury in his right foot. The procedure was performed by Dr. David Porter at Forte Sports Medicine and Orthopedics in Carmel, Indiana, with Thunder medical personnel present as previously announced. Holmgren will miss the 2022-23 season. So, first off, I'm not really too keen on, who Chet Holmgren is. I'm just going to be very honest with y'all. I do know he was, the best player in college last year before he got drafted. I did see some highlights of him, some game film of him. Based off what I see, just based on my own eyes, he is 7'1". He does have length. He is long. They do what they call a draft express every single year, where they actually grade what the player is going to potentially be, and they grade them based off a number of different attributes and skills. Okay, so if you look at, this is his profile right here. So they say Chet Holmgren is 7 foot, 195 pounds. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Y'all keep hitting that like button. Make sure y'all keep hitting that like button. Get the notifications out. If y'all look at the attributes and the skills that he has: athleticism 8, size 9, defense 9, strength 6, quickness 7, leadership 8, jump shot 8, NBA ready 8, rebounding 9, potential 9, post skills 8, intangibles 8. Okay. Dre says Chet a bust. I won't go there yet. It's too early. We'll see how he recovers back from this injury. I gotta give the player at least a chance to play at least 1 or 2 seasons before I, rate that person a bust or not. But until I see him actually go through a full season, I can't call him a bust. But those are his attributes coming into the draft this year. These are his statistics from his college last season, where he played 32 games, so he should pretty much play the whole season. He was a 2021-22 All-Western Conference Player of the Year. Y'all can see that highlighted in red. He averaged 9 rebounds and 1 assist per game. So those numbers got him the Western Conference Player of the Year. Now, if you look at those numbers, my experience, those are not like, oh my gosh, lottery numbers if you think about it. He's not even averaging 20 points, and he's not even averaging double-digit rebounds. But when I watched the film on him, I can see why he can be a lottery pick, because his skill set, what he's able to do at his size, very rare that people can do that in the NBA today. The one comparison he got was to Kevin Durant, which, Kevin Durant has some of the same things coming into the NBA. People, said that he wasn't going to be, the size, his strength was going to be a problem. And that's the same thing that people are talking about with this Chet Holmgren kid, that this dude is incredibly skinny. So he's going to get pushed around. And if he doesn't put any weight on, he's not going to last in the NBA. Yeah, he is pretty skinny. He's 7 foot and 190 pounds. So he's definitely going to have to put on some weight, because what he got away with in college, and from what I saw in the highlights in the film, he ran the floor a lot, and he usually was the tallest person on the team or on the court. So he got away with, not being the strongest guy. He also has some good athleticism as well. So he got allowed a lot of things because of, the competition he played against. I'm not saying like he played against Rican D competition, but you and the big boys now with the NBA, you got guards who can probably push you around if you don't, get past that 190 mark. I think for Chet, Pruvy just needs to kick in. Okay, that's a good comment, Every Place. Appreciate you, brother. But let's continue. I think what they doing with Chet Holmgren, they're rating him off his potential. Okay, y'all can see on the attributes right there, his potential. They got him at a 9. The number, again, his numbers are not like eye-popping numbers from college. But like I said, they're rating him based off what he could become. You're talking about a dude who's 7 foot tall, who can stretch the floor, who can shoot the 3, who can run the floor like how he runs. Most players are just gonna, first of all, people are gonna take a chance on you if you're 7 foot anyway. Even if you not even that good, like you're below average, they're gonna say things like, "Oh, we can develop him," or "You can't teach size," or things of that nature. they're going to find a way to work with him. That's the luxury of being 7 foot 7 foot tall. But he also mixed that with some skills. But all in all, I'm noticing a little bit of a difference because I come from the 2000s. You know what I'm saying? I come from the 2000s. Many of these players that are coming out of college or in college, I'm noticing that a lot of them are very skinny. I'm noticing a lot of them are they're not as big as the players I remember watching in my day. Like I said, I grew up in the 2000s where I went to high school in 2009, or I'm sorry, 2010. That's when I graduated high school. So it was a different era even back then, just like a little over 10 years ago. The players in high school and my colleges, man, like those big men were big men. You know what I'm saying? You look at the players in the NBA around the 2000s, man, those dudes were big men. They played like big men. They posted you up. They used their size, their strength to overpower you, overtake you. Like if you guys look at some of the big men back in the 2000s, man, you had to deal with Tim Duncan, who's arguably the best power forward of all time. KG, Kevin Garnett, Fierce, Dirk Nowitzki. He was an outside shooter, but he could still post you up. Pau Gasol could post you up. Chris Webber was a banger. Amari Stoudemire was a power player, power dunker. Rasheed Wallace can post you up with that jump hook. Jermaine O'Neal post you up. Zach Randolph was y'all already know about Zebo. Very brute, very forced player. Couldn't jump over a curb, but he would, body you, anybody on earth. And then Chris Bosh, who was, he was considered slender, but he still played with some strength and some power. So all these guys right here, 10 of these power forwards right here, those are the power forwards I'm used to seeing. Those are the bigs I'm used to seeing, bigs like this. Right? Then you got to understand, in order to get that size and get that strong, and you have to make sure you have to be lifting weights. You have to be getting strong. You have to be actually in the weight room. And I think these players are just, I'm not trying to, get on today's players, but I just think that, those group of players are just tougher physically and mentally than our bigs right now. If you look at the bigs that we have today, if y'all look at this list right here, I would say more than half, just look at the first three lines. If you look at Joel Embiid, Nikola Jokic, Karl Anthony Towns, Rudy Gobert, DeAndre Ayton, Bam Adebayo, Jared Allen, Clint Capella, Jonas Valanciunas, and Vujicic. The first three lines, all these dudes, about 50% of them shoot threes. They're not really banging in the post. That's even considering Joel Embiid and Nikola Jokic, they can bang, but they're not. They're finesse too. They're very into shooting threes and being pretty. When you had these guys, man, they would take you out. Guys like Chris Webber, guys like Kevin Garnett, guys like Amari Stoudemire, guys like Jermaine O'Neal, guys like Zach Randolph, they loved physicality. And that, I think, rubs off on your peers. And the game's we're in a different time now. I've accepted that. We're in a different age. We're now, since Steph Curry, changed the game the way he did, a lot of these players are following suit. Which means what? Why do I say all this? Why I say that is because I feel like a lot of these players feel the need not to really be lifting weights and really training in their body prepared for an 82-game season. So you mix that in with the players like Chet Holmgren, who comes in looking like, he hasn't eaten a full week. Like you just want to throw him a cheeseburger, too, with some fries and a shake. They don't feel like they have to really spend a lot of time in the weight room. They're more concerned about, playing pickup and getting up and down, which is fine. But I think what I've always saw was very weird is, and y'all keep hitting that like button. Excuse me. Do you think because of the fast pace of the game and we play today? No, because the '80s at that time they had fast teams. You always had up and down teams, but just because you have fast basketball doesn't mean that you can't still be strong. I understand what you're getting at. You want to like keep a good weight, but there's such thing as still being strong while still being to be able to move around. You get what I'm saying? Like you could just look at Chet and you can tell he doesn't either one or two things. His genetics will not allow him to get to a certain weight, or number two, he just doesn't put the time in the weight room like he should. Right. So what he was able to get away with in college, he's not gonna be able to get away with in the league. So yeah, like I mean, I think there's this. I think too many players, and I'm not against it, man. Like if you look at pro-ams today, like you got a lot of pro-ams all over the country. Of course, you got the Drew League in LA, which is probably the biggest pro-am in the country, where NBA players go, play, pick up ball. I've been to the Drew League before, and actually was on the team. So that I mean, it's a good atmosphere, good good run and stuff like that. But you look at the Drew League, that's one. The Crawsover League, which was in Seattle, where Chet was playing a couple weeks ago. That's Jamal Crawford on the far left. Paolo Banchero, right there next to Jamal Crawford. He's playing with the Orlando Magic. And I don't know the guy right next to him. I'm not sure who that is. But that's another pro in Seattle. Then you look at the Dyckman League in New York. You already know what New York's about when it comes to hoops. Like that's the Mecca. Watching those games on YouTube makes me want to just go. You know what I'm saying? It's outside, it's not inside. So that's the only thing. But I mean, they have a lot of good hoop around the country. You got the Miami Pro League, right? You got the Miami Pro League. It's very competitive as well. So they're really going like city to city. Every big city pretty much has a pro league. If we think about pro-am during the summer, where players of international, semi-pro, NBA, they come and play, even college, right? So I want people to hear me out. I'm not saying like you can't play in pro-ams. I'm not saying like players shouldn't be able to play at all. But what I am saying is pro-am should not offset your training. Right? Pro-am should not offset training. And if you are somebody who needs to get more training in, that should overtake pro-ams. Pro-ams are just to play for fun. You know what I'm saying? You can always get up and run with your teammates or stuff like that. Because now, if you look at what happened to Chet, he got injured his first year. We're not even on his playing for his team. So you gotta think about how OKC feels. They didn't even get a chance to use their lottery pick player for the first year because he got injured on something that had nothing to do with them. It'll be one thing if you got injured with the team, but you didn't even get injured with the team. Got injured outside the team. So that's why I'm saying, like, I do get a little bit irritated where, I think players are putting too much emphasis on playing these pro-ams and stuff like that rather than actually spending more time training on their weaknesses in the offseason, because that's what your offseason is for. Off seasons like times like this is to work on your weaknesses of your game to get prepared. You only have 2.5, 3 months. We're about to start training camp literally less than a month. So you don't have a large window. It's not like the NFL where you have a long time for off season. So you should be putting more time into doing that. So the point when you come back for the next season, people can see the change in your game. I mean, if you look at some of the, guys like Kawhi Leonard, man. Like, have you seen Kawhi ever play any pro-ams? No, you haven't seen him play any pro-ams because he's spending time actually working on things that he's going to use on the actual court. Guys like, I don't know, Damian Lillard. Guys like that, they don't play in pro-ams. Kobe, he played in the Drew League that 1 year in lockout, but he's not. These guys are not playing in pro-ams for the most part. They're focusing on their actual teams. They're focusing on, their games individually and stuff like that. They're not concerned about playing in pro-ams and stuff like that. That's more for, just for show. What's good? So Just Blaze, what's good with you, man? And why stand up? My man really leads it. What's good with you, bro? Hit that like. Yes, sir. But yeah, man, I think there is a shift in a lot of these players, man. Like they're really focusing more on playing in pro-ams and actually actually working on their game and working on their body. Because there's no way in the world with all this medicine out here, all this technology, it feel like players are getting hurt more, which don't make no sense. I don't see how you can be getting hurt more if you actually spending time in the weight room, you spending time working on your game, working on your weaknesses. If you need to get a run in, get in with your teammates or get in it, I'm saying that, open workouts. But that's just my two new cents. Again, I'm not saying you can't play in pro-ams, but I think, you know, I just think things to be in priority. Hey, Dejan, I agree. There's nothing wrong with it, but I just think there is something wrong with it when you're spending more time doing that than actually working on, things that you need to be working on to use during the season. Chet Holmgren needs to get he needs to get more stronger. He is already playing summer pro. He has already played summer league. I mean, I'm gonna show you a funny story. Um, and I'm gonna let y'all in. I know there's one WNBA player. Her name is Marie Ferdinand Harris. Right? She used to play for uh, the Los Angeles Sparks, the Las Vegas Aces. She went to LSU. Me and her are very good friends right now. And we were laughing on the phone. She had me dying, telling me that she's like, BJ, why do players spend so much time playing pickup and not training? And I said, that's a good question. Even when you play 80-game season, players for whatever reason still want to go out there and play during the summer and not still put enough time and actually working on development of their game. And she was like, she had me dying. She's like, damn, you want to play 82, you want to play more pickup. You just played 82 games. You got to actually put time in development of your actual skill set. You have to actually put time in your body. You have to put time on nutrition. You have to put time on things that you're going to use for the next season, man. And I feel her on that, like, because that's how I used to be. When I was in high school and college, I really didn't really spend a lot of time like just playing pickup, unless I was with my team or whatever. Because I mean, for what? Like, I mean, why would I play something where I'm not even really getting anything out of it, just to get like a sweat in or get a run in? I mean, yeah, I just don't feel the need for it. It's not really something that I think that you really have to do. Measures needs to be put in place to protect NBA players and everyone who plays in. Yeah. Again, this dude did not even get a chance to play one NBA game his first season, man. So you can see he's probably upset about it. He said, "What's your thoughts about playing in Eurobasket?" That's different because those players are getting paid. You're not getting paid to play Euroball. I mean, play for pro-ams. You're not getting paid for that. But I kind of get the other part that, people want to see these guys play. Sometimes you might not be able to afford an actual NBA game. I get that. But I mean, you got to know what's important. Is it worth you going out there and, playing in the pro-am where you probably could, spend more time, training or being with your team or building, team camaraderie? It's just, I just really feel for the kid because um, from what I've seen, he got some game. I mean, he got some game, man. He ain't sorry. He got a lot of game, and I just know the feeling when you actually when you miss a full season. I know the feeling how it sucks. We ain't even started training camp. They already announced he's out for the season, so um, that's devastating. But Yeah, fam. So I already dropped the link for y'all. And what y'all think? Do y'all think that players need to spend more time? Um, do you think players are spending more time playing pickup rather than training, man? Let me hear it from you. Because I do. I think players are spending more time playing pickup and playing in pro-ams and playing all that open run shit instead of actually training, working out with their team, working out with their weaknesses first. Because that's what off season is. It's you should never use every single year. You should come back and do one or two things different, or add one or two things to your game. Right? Check some of these comments, but yeah, I don't think Chet's a bust though. I don't think. I mean, I gotta see what he comes back. I give him, I'll give him at least the first year, and then we'll see what happens. But this dude is way too skinny. I mean, hell, even KD, it got to 240. And he's 6'10". You know what I'm saying? Like again, I think what happened was he was like college was a lot easier for him, so he didn't feel the need to have to really even get stronger. He said all I gotta do is run the floor, shoot some threes. You know what I mean? Like, and then that'll be all guys will be bygones. So it is what it is. My man E, what's good, bro?
What's good, bro? Salute. You know
Salute,
what I'm
dog.
saying? Happy
Man,
Friday, man.
happy Friday, my brother.
Shit, in my opinion, bro, Chet is skilled, but I know they was comparing him to KD, but he's not KD. KD move a little lighter on his feet. KD footwork, he's faster. He's a little bit more agile. You know what I'm saying? It just
Mm,
looked like Chet Holmgren just grew too fast. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like KD is sort of kind of like the anomaly, bro. Probably never gonna see another KD. You know what I'm saying? Just the way that his body type is and the way that he can move like a
right.
guard as far as like side to side. You know
Mm,
what I'm saying? I mean, it was unfortunate that he endured that little, torn Achilles injury, but shit, other than that, KD was, you know what I'm saying, been healthy most of his career playing, you know what I'm saying, like a guard, cutting side to side, crossover, planting, doing stuff.
mm,
And some of these big men today, like you see Anthony Davis, he kind of remind me of Chet Holmgren. Chet Holmgren didn't even do anything on that play. You know what I'm saying? And he got
right,
injured. You know what I'm
right,
saying?
right,
LeBron James kind of just put his body into him like he normal basketball play. And Chet
right.
Holmgren kind of went up and was like off balance a little bit, and he just stepped, and then he started to run, and he felt like that pain. So it's just like I just think that type of injury for him was sort of bound to happen. It just happened sooner rather than later. You know what
Uh,
I'm saying? So, but I mean, I think he's an exceptional talent. You know what I'm saying? He can do a lot of different things, but it's just unfortunate with these big guys who come into the league and try to play like a guard. I just think that if you can preserve, you know what I'm saying, your career if you just play as a big man. Like if he work on his back to the basket, jump hook, right hook, or turn left
mm,
shoulder, right shoulder, and shoot the little baby fade away or whatever, or have like a little face-up game, it's gonna limit you from really,
right,
you know what I'm saying, enduring and like getting all of those different injuries because now you just doing basic shit, big man shit. You're not
right,
trying to be like a guard and trying to plant and do all this because motherfuckers' bodies and shit, just the way sports, just the way DNA is today and age, like their bodies can't take all of that shit. Like, you
right,
know what I'm saying?
right,
So, and
right.
that's how I feel about it.
No, that's a good point because I mean, look at all these dudes from back. You know what I'm saying? I know you're a little older than me, but even you remember these guys were real true bigs, man. KG, Tim Duncan, Dirk, Chris Webber, Amari Stoudemire, Rasheed Wallace, Jermaine O'Neal, Zach Randolph, Chris Paul. These guys were bigs, man. So they're not going out there on that perimeter, trying to do all that guard shit. They're trying to, work on they, turnaround jump shot, 15, 20-foot shots, jump
Exactly.
hooks, left, like Mike and drills. Nigga, I ain't seen nobody do a Mike and drill in years, bro.
Out of all those players we named, bro, who really sustained the most injuries out of all of them players that you got up on your screen right now? Let's keep it up. And then we're gonna get to why they sustain those injuries.
Mm, I would have to go. Well, probably. I know what Chris had a nasty injury. Chris Webber.
Yeah, that was like later on though, like at the tail end though of his shit. Like even though he still had a little bit of game left though, but he was kind of he was like on his way out.
Oh, Rasheed.
No, not even Rasheed. No, Rasheed was healthy for most of his career, bro.
Oh man,
It's
I know
two
Dirk
players
was
on there. It's two players on there that sustained injury because they tried to start doing a little bit like what I just alluded to, trying to do a little bit too much.
Who, Dirk?
No, Amari Stoudemire and Jermaine O'Neal. Period. They suffered those knee injuries and shit because then they try to start doing all of this other shit, trying to go to the hole and just dunk on motherfuckers. Every other player on that list had a basic turnaround, face up, hit you with a motherfucking pull-up jumper. Just basic shit, but it was effective. You never seen them trying to do too much with the ball and go through the legs and try to take you one-on-one and do all of that shit. Not like that, I would say. Pau Gasol, but Pau Gasol got it from 15 feet and in.
Right.
He wasn't at the three-point line trying to cross you over and then take, 2 or 3 dribbles and 5 and 10 steps trying to, you know what I'm saying, do all what he's doing. And that's why I believe that Giannis Antetokounmpo, he needs to kind of his game that take you from the top of the key and try to dribble, and then step and then do another Euro step. He got to be careful, bro, because the way people play defense, they don't really know how to defend right. A motherfucker slide up under you, or he might step when you trying to step. I know some shit is incidental and it happens because it's the game of basketball. But trying to do too much, bro, you have to settle your game down to where, okay, let me just get to my basic 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 moves. Right. And now I can counter off of any one of those. Like, you know what I'm saying? So if somebody take away my first, now I got my second. Somebody take away my second, I got my third. Somebody take away my third, fourth, and then so on and so forth. So that's why I say Giannis got to develop his game, bro, because if he keeps trying to go at the pace he's going now, he's going to start getting injured, bro. I'm telling you. I'm just telling you. Because that's what happened with Amari Stoudemire. Trying to go and I can go on a wing now. I can hit a jumper. Let me just go through the legs and try to mix you up and get to the hole. And you know what I'm saying? You got to just be. You can have a solid career like Tim Duncan and be considered one of the greatest to ever do it at your position if you just keep it simple, bro. You don't have to try to be like Steph Curry. The centers today want to be like Steph Curry. Nigga, what? That don't even make sense, bro.
All the centers right here that I'm listing right now. Look at the top 3 tiers, man.
Right.
At least 7 or 8 of these dudes shooting threes.
Shooting the threes.
Embiid, Jokic, Cat, Valanciunas,
right.
Bam.
Yeah.
DeAndre, like these niggas are trying to shoot threes, and like you've never seen centers of that caliber in the 2000s shooting that shit.
And Yao Ming was unfortunate because Yao Ming just had he had one of the games that I'm describing to you that I think all centers and more power forwards need to have. Yao Ming had that. He was just too big for his body. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. He was like 7'7", 6', 7'5".
He was something crazy, bro. And then he had to try to play at a pace that wasn't conducive to his style of play. Now, if he played in the 80s, or in the 90s, I think Yao Ming, he would last longer. But at the point when he came in, the game was a little too fast for him. So now he's trying to run faster than his body will allow him to.
Yeah.
And then he put more stress and strain on his muscles, his tendons, and his bones and shit like that. And it started breaking down over a while. Right. You know what I'm saying? So
it's like you driving a car, you're driving it too fast, and one of the wheels just fall off.
Exactly. It's like the car not meant to go 100 miles an hour. The max it can go is 70. So you know you're gonna ride that motherfucker till the wheels smooth come up off that motherfucker.
Yeah, that's just unfortunate with him. But for the most part with the centers and the power forwards, back in the 2000s, they just played how they were. They were meant to play, like at their size, but. I guess, you got guys like Steph who changed the game. It's like you say, a lot of these guys want to dribble and shoot these threes, and it's just not meant for them to do that. It's not meant for them to do that, man.
I don't want my center. I don't want my 6'11", 6'10" guy shooting threes. KD is KD. See, everybody can't be. See, that's the problem. Everybody try to be like somebody else. Find what works for you and be you. Like, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to try to like show your guard skills. AD, you're getting injured because you're trying to do one-on-one and doing all of this running around and jumping. Just be basic, bro. A nigga can't guard you. At 7 feet tall with guard skills, all you got to do is back down, post up, and then develop your footwork. Inside pivot, reverse pivot. You know what I'm saying? Turn face up. You know what I'm saying? Or back down, jump hook. Just some basic shit. Like, and then you can go in there and get your offensive rebounds, you know what I'm saying? And then you can add to your motherfucking your stats.
Well, if anybody want to learn how to be the perfect center, bro, I would say watch Akeem. Watch Akeem Olajuwon. That's the perfect center to be like. Because that dude didn't do nothing out of his realm, but he was exciting, but he wasn't gonna ever do anything to like risk his body. He ain't going there on the perimeter, try to mix you up. He can do it in the mid post. He can shoot the little mid range shot, the jump hook on both ways. Like, he had no weaknesses in this game.
Yeah.
None.
And another person, look at motherfucking David Robinson. Look at motherfucking Patrick Ewing. You know what I'm saying? Look at Kareem. What Kareem did. I'm just saying.
Alonzo Mourning.
All of these players, bro, made a living just doing basic shit. And it worked for them for a long time. And you know what? Quiet as cat, motherfucker might not understand this, though, but if he didn't get all them injuries, bro, Andrew Bynum was going to turn into a motherfucking one of the best big men in the league. He had a lot of skill at his size. You know what I'm saying? Can hit the little face-up jumper. He had a little jump hook, and he had nice size on him as a big.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He was long
arms.
Right. And that's why Kobe, he kind of helped that Lakers team. When he was healthy for that one part, he was steady. It was him and Kobe. You know what I'm saying? He was steady. But then he broke his kneecap and all the other shit. And then the rest is history after that. He started enduring injuries. And then once you start enduring them injuries, bro, and you can't get back to what you thought you was going to be, then the mental take over. Now you fuck, bro. Depression kick in, all the shit. You know what I'm saying?
That I think about it, I don't even think Andrew Bynum played 10 years.
Nah, he didn't. He didn't, bro. It was sad though, bro. But because you know why? Kareem was up under Kareem. When Kareem started working with him, bro, he started turning into a different player, and you can see it gradually throughout his career. He just started looking more confident. His moves was more crisp. You know what I'm saying? He was more effective. You feel me?
Right.
And that's all you need to be, though. That's all you need to be.
So let me ask you this, E. What do you feel about players playing in pro-ams a lot during the summertime? How do you feel about them playing in pro-ams?
I don't really have a problem with that though, bro. But you know, the thing about pro-ams is for the fans and shit, bro, and you put on the show. But for some people, bro, they just be real hoopers. Like when you go back to back in the day before they even make it to this level, they played in all the little tournaments, bro. You know what I'm saying? They wanted to. It was all about competition and trying to get better and just playing basketball. Nowadays, it's unfortunate because I believe that sometimes, you know what I'm saying, they get too involved in the show. Like, you know what I'm saying? Instead of the competition, they get too involved on, like, I'm a household name, you know what I'm saying, and all of this shit, and they be trying to do too much. Like, you know what I'm saying? But it's basketball. You got to understand, this nigga's in the league, nigga, that might give you buckets in some of these pro-am games. That's not even in the league, who just play pickup basketball. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Or semi-pro or wherever the case may be. Adult leagues. Nigga, can't. Like, so when they go into these leagues and they might get served and they start, and the trash talking start coming, then these players, they get up. They're prideful. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Jamal Crawford, and we've seen motherfuckers who start heckling with the crowd or talking to one of the opposing players, nigga, because they feel like, well, nigga, you know who I am? You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, though, they have to understand that I used to be that person on the opposite side. Like, you feel what I'm saying? It's just you made it. They probably didn't make it for whatever reasons. So then they want to start trying to prove themselves. Now that's when the injuries and shit start, you know what I'm saying, accumulating. So, but I don't really have a problem with it. The thing that I do have a problem with is AAU. Because when you're young, bro, you're burning these children out. So when they do get to a certain level, they're entitled. You know what I'm saying? They don't really have the same passion and the same drive to play. You know what I'm saying? So I just think that not so much the pro-ams and and the Rucker Parks and shit like that. But I just feel like the AAU is what's really fucking up the game, in my opinion.
You know what's just crazy that you said that because you know what's funny though. A lot of times, you know, when I was graduating in 10, like AAU was still big, like we were still traveling, but it's gotten to a no level now, like where you don't really have to play high school ball to get a scholarship, bro. Like you can get a scholarship just based off your AAU team.
Based off of that, and they invite you to a motherfucking a high school prep school. They invite you to a motherfucking prep school. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
The rest is history.
But the like you said, I say with the AAU, they're not teaching the kids the game. They want to. They just want to like give them a show. Like even with a lot of these teams are like they're like exposure leagues, exposure camps. They're not teaching them the fundamentals of the game, and that's why when they get into college, they're having a hard time developing and getting into the league because all that's grassroots shit. Like you gotta start that at a young age. How to triple threat correctly, how to backdoor, how to move without the ball, how to set a proper screen, how to box out, how to do the little things.
Just the basic shit, bro.
Just the footwork.
Footwork.
Like, all that shit, man. But
they don't teach them that. They just, your parent willing to pay all this money? Oh, yeah, you can be on the team, and that person don't even get no playing time. So how am I getting better?
Right.
If I'm not getting no playing time, but I'm paying more or the equal, amount to your best player on the AAU team, how is that helpful for my child and his development? You feel what I'm saying? So it's just all about the money, bro. Everything is about the bag, bro. Everything. Nobody gives a fuck about like really working hard and getting that shit out the mud. That's why I admire Steph Curry so much. I admire Jimmy Buckets so much because I've seen the growth and where they came from. They came from like little to nothing to now they're like towards
Damian
the top.
Lillard.
You feel me?
Damian Lillard.
I respect that. Wasn't scouted. Nobody scouted Damian Lillard out of high school, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, John, did you see that workout video? His pre-draft video, bro. He had like it was at shit, what was that school? It was right up in Oakland.
Oakland High?
No, it was a JUCO.
He was at Merritt. I think he was at Merritt.
Yeah.
He was at Merritt.
Dude, bro, that whole workout, bro, like he was putting in actual real reps, bro.
Of course.
And I'm like, this dude, and you can just tell his mentality, like just by how he works, man. So
and he's been that person. He's been that person for ever since he was a young pup, bro.
Yeah.
The work ethic. That shit. See, that's why I respect it. That's why I love underdogs. I love the underdog. I don't like too much like the number one picks and all of that. Like I could understand, like, you know what I'm saying, the number one picks. I love some number one picks, but I always like that motherfucker that nobody really got their radar on. You know what I'm saying? Who work and develop. Kobe, you know what I'm saying? Perfect example. Even Michael Jordan wasn't in the number one pick. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that fueled the fire to him. He said, oh, really? Fuck it. Let me show everybody what I got.
Kawhi, another one.
Getting better. Kawhi Leonard. What pick was Kawhi Leonard? The 15th?
15 out of San Diego State, bro. Mid-major school.
Out of I remember watching him at San Diego State. You know what I'm saying?
Bro had no offense to his game whatsoever.
He was strictly a defender. He came into the league strictly a defender, kind of like a Matisse Thybulle.
Right.
He was he reminded me of a Matisse Thybulle, bro, but he had the upside to be something. I don't think Matisse Thybulle will ever turn into a Kawhi Leonard, but it just goes to show you the work ethic and the mentality. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And he went into the right situation because I can't sit here and say if motherfucking he went to Indiana and stayed in Indiana that he would have developed into the Kawhi Leonard we see today because I don't know what veterans or whatever he would have learned behind. You feel what I'm saying? I don't know the coaching staff. I don't think Frank Vogel and his system is as motherfucking true and pure as a Greg Popovich and his system and a development of players. You feel what I'm saying? So we just don't know. He just went into the right situation and then the rest is history.
Right. I mean, like you said, man, with the AAU, bro, I think you spot on because and it's only going to get worse, honestly, bro, because it's all the money. If you, like you said, if you got your child on a team and you paying like, say, $200 for like 2 months or for a month or whatever, you paying $200, your child ain't getting no playing time.
Right.
So it's like you said, how is that helping me when my child ain't even developing his game, let alone you not teaching them nothing You just want to have your players, your best players out there to put on a show and make you look good.
Right.
So it's no longer about the development. It's no longer about the process, the growth of the game.
And it's all about single parents too. Most of them checking children who play in them AAU, a lot of them be from single parent households.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Bruh, a lot of them you already know, man. A lot of them from like the hood, like, get free shoes and jerseys, and knowing damn well you can't afford to pay to go to Vegas or Miami or LA or New York.
Sponsors. If you ain't getting no sponsorship, it's gonna come out your pocket. You feel me?
Right. Right. So like I said, bro, with this whole Chet Holmgren thing, it's just like he gonna have to put on some weight, bro.
Yeah, he has to put on weight. He has to put on weight for sure. But what he needs to do even more, he needs to get his range of motion, and he needs to do plyometrics and calisthenics.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because you can get stronger with your own body weight. You don't need to like bulk up, and you just gotta get strong. Just because you big don't mean you strong, bro. Like real talk. You know what I'm saying? And just because you small, and just because you small don't mean that, you know what I'm saying, you weak. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So he needs to really just focus on getting in the pool. He needs to do a lot of pool work. You know what I'm saying? He needs to do a lot of things with like a tennis ball or something like that, like just to get his range of motion in his foot so it's flexible. Strengthen that ankle up. Because remember, Curry had the same issues. You know what I'm saying, with them feet and them ankles. But once you start messing with them Lens Frank injuries, bro, them things can get very, very difficult. I think Joel Embiid had that same injury, you know what I'm saying, his rookie year. You feel what I'm saying? So, but whatever he's been doing, I guess it's been working for him. So, but getting into that pool work, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not necessarily about hitting the weight room, but I mean that's a good thing too, though. But you just want to really be able to get stronger and work on your lower half. Motherfuckers go into the gym and just work on all upper body and be looking like a puppet master. Motherfucker be hella big up top and motherfucking look like a bottle of squeezed toothpaste. You know when it's toothpaste, when you have to squeeze that motherfucker from the bottom up, all the toothpaste be at the top of that
motherfucker. You look at but you know what you're saying with the legs, your hamstrings, your calves, quads, hips, all those little muscles, bro, you develop that. And like I said, with Holmgren, I think what it was in college, just the game was easier for him. So he felt like, I don't need the weight room.
Right.
I don't need to get stronger. I'm already killing these niggas already on the court as it is. Why do I need to get stronger for it?
Right.
Well, you ain't facing them same niggas in college, man. You facing men with families who would, you know what I'm saying, tear your head apart.
He ain't really against no LeBron. That nigga was strong. So he tried to really hold his own against LeBron, and LeBron went through his chest and he was off balance. So all his weight came down on that one leg. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro. What up, Bubba?
What's up, BJ? Salute to you, Elise, man.
Salute, bro. Appreciate you.
Man, you funny as fuck, bro.
Man.
But I feel like I don't have any problems with NBA players like playing in pro-ams, but I feel like there should be a lot of measures put in place for these players because these players have these players are on contracts. They're here to put on a show, to be competitive for the fans and whatnot. So there has to be good measures put in place because that injury could have happened to LeBron.
Yeah.
So. And it wasn't really a I mean, LeBron went through his chest, but I feel like when he was going backwards, he didn't step right, which kind of, and he stepped awkwardly, which kind of ended up in that injury, which I really feel sorry for him. But in a sense, I feel happy for him because him being injured, he might put on a little bit of muscle coming into the season next season, and it might be a different Chet that we'll see next season.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, and he made a good point. Like he ain't KD because KD is lighter on his feet. Right. He is lighter on his feet. Like, I think Chet is pretty athletic. I think because from the draft express right here, they got him as an 8 on his, athleticism, that's pretty solid. The only thing that's really like below average or close to below average is his strength. So you, like you said, you ain't gotta bulk up and be the Hulk, but you are gonna have to get in there, you know what I'm saying, do high reps of, you know what I'm saying, your curls and your leg extension, your squats, bro. Like to, get that strength going, that routine going, that process. You got a full year now.
Right.
So no way you should come back the next
Looking the
following
same.
season looking the same, bro. Like, and that's my
Right.
thing. Every summer you should be adding one or two aspects of your game to be like, wow, this dude look different from the year prior. This guy got a shot now. This dude, can move out the ball better. He lost weight. He got stronger. Like aspects like that.
Right.
So
Yeah, that's a good point, bro. It's a very good point. What y'all think about outside of the Chet thing? What y'all think about the Lakers situation? So now they're targeting Jordan Clarkson, Mike Conley, and or I don't know if BJ, if you wanted to do a separate stream on it. So I'll just hold on.
Nah, I didn't, man. We can talk about it now. I wasn't even gonna do nothing about the Lakers, but we could talk about the Lakers. Them niggas are they trash
They've been
right
the
now,
talk
bro.
of every hour on the hour every day since the KD said he was going back to motherfucking what's the name, Brooklyn Nets. So now it's everything Laker now. I'm like, bro, y'all still trying to form a motherfucking super team to try to help win. I mean, damn, you already got 3 Hall of Famers, bro, and 3 top 75 players on your team. I mean, so what else do you need? God damn.
And that's what they don't understand, bro. Like they got a super team already. It's just that your super team don't fit. So it's not the players y'all getting, it's the type of players y'all getting. Y'all not getting players that fit with the team.
Right.
So if you want to talk about the whole Jordan Clarkson, Mike Conley, and Bogdanovich, bro, like, okay, what is Mike Conley gonna do?
Nothing gonna get cooked, and he an injury prone player. You're trading for another player that's injury prone and can't guard Steph Curry. Okay, I'm just saying though. Like, I mean, you have to look at it like I'm building this team to beat the Warriors or the Clippers. Period.
Right.
And all the other teams who got the elite point guard play, the Dallas, Denver, when motherfucking Jamal Murray healthy, you know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping 100 right now. Dame Lillard, you still got to fuck with him. Mike Conley ain't shutting none of them down. So and he's smaller than Russell Westbrook. Ja Morant, my bad. Ja Morant, and he's smaller than Russell Westbrook. So what we talking about here? You feel what I'm saying?
There's no room for him. Like
maybe Jordan Clarkson.
I like Clarkson, bro.
I love Clarkson. I never thought the Lakers should have came up. The Lakers, I'm gonna be honest with you, if they wouldn't have had signed LeBron, they had some cooking. They would be a team that would be like the Boston Celtics, building towards let's get to that finals. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Sometimes it just take time, bro. But they want everything to happen overnight, so they keep plugging. See, what the Lakers are doing is sort of kind of like what you can do with the Warriors. The Lakers don't have that type of culture where you can plug and play. Where you can plug and play. You get what I'm saying?
Right,
These motherfuckers don't have a culture set. They just got AD and LeBron. But what kind of culture is it over there? Who's the leader? Who's the emotional leader? They didn't already change coaches, you know what I'm saying, within the last 4 years. You feel me? We give them a bubble chip. Let's fuck it. Just give them okay, yeah, y'all. They want a fucking bubble chip. Like, God damn, bro. Right. Nigga, they want a championship. Like they went through the grind of a whole season. Stop it.
Bro, they being so disingenuous about that. They gonna be saying that in the next 5 years. Oh, we brought a bubble championship to man. The only people that care about that bubble championship is Lakers fans.
LeBron, nigga.
LeBron fans,
that's it.
And some Lakers fans don't even care about that bubble championship.
The real Lakers fans don't even care about that shit. You think Kobe would be like, nigga, happy with a bubble chip? Fuck no, nigga. He wants to get the shit out the mud all the way. You know what I'm saying? Right. It's unfortunate that shit happened when it happened, and that's just what it is. But we could have been that with not playing a fucking season. You know what I'm saying? Fuck it. Let's just, salvage the whole shit, come back next year and do your thing.
Yeah, bro.
It's crazy, bro, to think that, okay, I need to get all these different players. Bruh, you have never played. First off, a lot of these players never play with each other. They don't know each other's playing type. They don't know each other's mannerisms, like outside of the locker room, and you know what I'm saying, so on and so forth. So you still have to develop chemistry. You
Right.
can't just put hella players in good players and shit and assist just bunch them all together and be like, okay, yeah, put them in a
Expect
blender,
it to
mix them
work.
up, and now you got some super motherfucking smoothie or some shit. You know what I'm saying? That's supposed to help give you all the nutrients and the whole shit. That's not how this shit works, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Right.
So I think Clarkson would be a good pickup for them because the Lakers they need shooting, and I think Bogdanovich can spread out and shoot the ball as well.
Yeah.
I think he can shoot the ball for them, and he's I think he's about 6'6",
He's
6'7".
6'6". Yeah.
6'7", bro.
Oh,
Yeah,
6'7".
and keep it a band with y'all. I remember when they faced us in 2021, the Clippers in the semifinals, bro. Those first two games, bro, I ain't gonna even hold you.
Bogdanovich was going to work.
He was he was giving Kawhi a little bit of problems.
He was going to work.
Yeah, he was going to
Yeah.
work. Yep.
So
Because he moved off the ball well. That's why.
right.
And I
Right.
remember he made like 6 threes in Game 5. He made 6 threes in the first quarter. He can shoot.
Oh my gosh, bro, that dude was shooting the lace off the ball. I was like, this dude cannot miss.
He can shoot. Yeah.
I remember that, bro.
So if you think about it, they probably gonna get Mike Conley ain't a good pickup for him, but I think Clarkson, and if they can get Bogdanovich, then yeah, that'll be good. That'll be good for them.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
But Clarkson going to Philly though.
You think so? Philly got a lot of players.
He's saying that because he's a Philly fan.
Oh, he
Nah,
got
bro, I'm saying it because it's happening. Just watch.
So, who they gonna give up? Who would you give up for him?
You got to give up somebody. You're gonna probably give up
contract.
Maxey or Harris.
Yeah, Mike Conley and Clarkson are under contracts in the Lakers. The only thing that's bothering the Lakers about this trade, they don't want those contracts beyond 2022 and 2023. Next year, Bogdanovich, his contract is expiring, so he's gonna fall off. You feel what I'm saying? But them other two players they're gonna be stuck with in the Lakers, I don't think they want that moving forward. So
yeah, I don't think there's no reason to bring Conley in, bro. They got 2 point guards already.
Conley is the same height as motherfucking Patrick Beverly. What's the point of having those two players on the court? I don't get it.
I don't know.
They're gonna get cooked on defense, period.
Every time.
Because Marcus Morris, you have to understand that motherfucking Clippers have big wings.
Right.
Them motherfucking small motherfuckers is not gonna guard no motherfucking Kawhi, Marcus Morris,
Paul George.
you know what I'm saying? Paul George in that post. They gonna put the motherfuckers in that block and put them in a blender, period.
Every time. And we got Rocco, Terrence, man, Norman, man, that's just too much. 6'4", 6'8".
These
You ain't
motherfuckers
here to last.
They don't be understanding. See, at this point, the Lakers just doing shit to do shit. Because if you don't want the contract, why would you even entertain this shit?
Entertain it, right?
It don't even make no sense, bro. That's why I be like, these motherfuckers. I'm starting to get so motherfucking sick and tired of these motherfuckers, bro. And I'm a true, like, deeply rooted Laker fan. But when LeBron came, I say, I pump my brakes all the way. I'm starting not to like what these niggas is doing, bro. Period. And Kobe is rolling over in his motherfucking grave right now, bro.
Facts.
Straight up.
That damn owner or that damn GM, Ainge, man, he really split up the team, man. He really did. He said he ain't going through another season. He gonna split the core up and he gonna start fresh. So
you got to give it to Danny Ainge, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. That's one of the best executives, bro. Like the way he be doing shit, bro. He be doing shit, cuz.
Bro,
he was competitive in Boston while rebuilding at the same time.
Right.
Who who do that? Saying we still trying to win, nigga, but we rebuilding. They made all them trades with the Kevin Garnett and the Paul Pierce situation. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And got hella picks for it. And still put a team on the court that was gonna compete. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
He doing the same shit in Utah, bro. 13 motherfucking picks, bro. Come on, bro.
And they got, hey, you know what's funny? They got some good young players, bro.
They got some good young talent.
Colin Sexton, THT, Stanley Johnson, bro. All good picks.
They're gonna be able to play. I guarantee you're gonna see a whole different THT. He's not under LeBron and them. The pressure of playing in LA is different, bro. He's gonna be able to play his game without worrying about nothing.
Man, that dude is legit 6'4".
Defender, Jared Vanderbilt. You know what I'm saying? Defender, long, wing player. Malik Beasley, we've seen what he can do. He can average about a good 18 to 20 points a game. A good 3-point shooter.
Right.
Then you get Colin Sexton, who a guard out of Alabama, who can, you know what I'm saying, mix you up and he can go get you 20.
I think Ainge likes a guy like him.
He does.
Think he's so fierce.
His ass. Why do you think they signed him?
Yeah.
Walker Kessler out of Auburn, big man, who gonna fill the Rudy Gobert spot. More skilled than Rudy Gobert. Nice size on him.
Nice size. Yep.
He's young and has yet to prove himself, but I'm just talking about as far as his potential.
Yeah. But what you think about? So you like the move for Mitchell to go to Cleveland? How you think they're gonna be next year?
That's a good move for all teams.
Right.
I think Mitchell gonna be. I think that's a good move for them, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna definitely make them more. It's gonna make them better than last year. So they made the play-in game last year, right? They lost to Cleveland.
And Atlanta.
Brooklyn.
They lost to Atlanta.
Was it Atlanta?
Yeah,
Atlanta.
Okay, lost to Atlanta. Now that might put them above Atlanta.
Oh yeah.
So they went from like an 8. They went from like a 9, 10, 9, 8. They're gonna probably be somewhere around like a 5, 6, 7, in my opinion.
I got them. I beat them like in the fourth, maybe fifth.
Yeah,
I got fourth, maybe fifth.
Donovan Mitchell's gonna have to be a leader. You can't just come over there and say, "Oh, I'm Donovan Mitchell." I'm Donovan Mitchell. No, you have to lead by example. I'm talking about on both ends of the court because we know he's a great offensive skill. We know what he possesses and the bag that he has and everything, but he's going to have to really rally those young guys because he's a veteran. He's coming into a situation where him and Kevin Love are the elder statesmen of the team, bro. They're going to have to come and get those young guys, get them to buy into what winning really is about. You feel what I'm saying? So
I think that's what Bickerstaff is for. I think Bickerstaff, that coach, is going to rub off on Donovan like very well.
Yeah,
I think he's going to hold him accountable be that leader of the team.
And it's only so much that Bickerstaff can do, but you're right. Bickerstaff is good if it is for the situation, but still, Donovan Mitchell needs to come and put his hard hat on. He needs to be humble. He needs to understand that he's in a situation that's far better than he was in Utah with the talent that's surrounding him. And he's in a conference that, in my opinion, I guess you could say it's a little bit easier than the West, even though I feel like the East,
these guys strong, bro.
The last 5 years, the East, I think, has been the cream of the crop, bro. And just because they don't win the championship don't mean that it's not super competitive, bro. So
it's the most spread out conference, like as far as like stars.
It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard to make that play. It's gonna be really hard to try to make a play in the East, bro. Because if you name all the top teams, bro, you're running out of space. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You got motherfucking Milwaukee, Brooklyn, Miami, Boston. Shit. Who else? Motherfucking Cleveland, Toronto, Chicago. Who else? Am I missing somebody?
Chicago, Boston, Miami, Toronto, Atlanta.
Wait. What about the city of brotherly love?
Right, that's what I'm saying. I'm just trying to think. Everybody, Philly.
Indiana.
You disrespecting Philly, bro.
No. I'm not saying.
No, I'm talking about BJ. I'm talking about BJ.
I said Cleveland gonna be better than Philly.
I mean, we'll see. We got the bet already. We'll see.
Oh, you already got that on wax?
Yeah, I got the bet. I got the bet. Cleveland gonna be better than Philly, bro. You remember they got so many bigs too, bro. Like Jared Allen and the Mobley twins, bro. That bench, and they got Karis LeVert coming off the bench, bro. Like
and Ricky
a lot of firepower.
Oh, goodness.
Ricky Rubio, Kevin Love,
Rajon Rondo.
Is he still with him?
No, he's a free agent.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
So what the fuck the Lakers waiting on? You better go back and go get ready. You motherfuckers dumb, bro.
Yeah.
I don't understand how they is, boy.
I think he on some legal stuff right now going on. That's why he ain't signed.
Oh, I think he did have like a battery charge or some shit.
Yeah,
assault charge or something. I think I read.
yeah. But I like their point guard. I like Garland a lot, man. I think he has leadership qualities, even though he's in his second year.
Yeah.
I think he can very get like the team involved and like he can run an offense.
That's why they chose Garland over Sexton. Remember, Sexton was supposed to be the motherfucker to take over after Kyrie. And then, you know what I'm saying, they drafted 2 guards. So I guess they was like, well, whichever one kind of pan out, that's the one we going to go with. And that injury kind of fucked Sexton off. And Darius Garland kind of flourished in his role when he became a starter. So,
right.
Yeah, I think because Garland is the more actual pure point guard. And I think him and Mitchell will fit better than Sexton and Mitchell. Because I think Sexton, he's an intense player, but like I think you gotta have a cool head. You gotta have somebody that is cool under pressure and doesn't get too emotional. And I think that's who Garland is. I think he's a cool, calm, but he's also a gamer.
Yeah,
So,
that's big. So we gotta see what's going on with them.
yeah, but training camp start in 3.5 weeks, bro.
Training camp start in 3.5 weeks?
Yeah, start on, I think, was it September 28th?
Yeah, it should be the last week of September.
Bro, that's just, I cannot. Bro, you guys have no idea how excited I am, bro, about the season.
Yeah, me too. Because y'all got y'all Kawhi coming back, huh?
Yeah, we got Kawhi's coming back, and then everybody coming back, man. Like Clay gonna be back to his old self.
Clay already been working out, boy, getting ready. He gonna be all-star ready. I'm telling you.
I'm ready for that matchup, E.
Oh yeah,
in the conference finals, bro.
Yeah, what? You already know. I'm ready for the regular season and everything.
Yeah, bro. Dame coming. I think Portland gonna be good. Or they're gonna have something to say though. I think him and Simons, Dame and Simons, are gonna be a nice little backcourt.
Sacramento will be better than the Lakers this year. Mark my words.
I agree with that, bro. I don't think nobody fears the Lakers, man. That's the problem. I don't think nobody fears them.
If you don't think Sacramento and Portland is coming, motherfuckers got another thing. I'm telling you, they in for a rude awakening. But the Lakers, you think you just gonna show up? Oh, we got a healthy AD. Oh, we got LeBron.
Nah.
You better stop playing. We've seen the best that they can give already. They can't get no more than what we've seen already. They on their way out of the league now. AD and LeBron, they're declining, bro. They're not getting any better.
Right. We'll see, bro.
Despite what people think. Oh, nigga, LeBron averaged 30 on 50% shooting. Nigga, you won 30-something games last year. Shut the fuck up.
Bro, that's as good as you're going to get, man. You're not finna come actually be better than that. And you was really shot jacking. You was really like shading points.
Right. That's really what he was doing. You know what I'm saying? To be honest, it ain't about winning no more. Because if it was about winning, we'll see him giving way more effort on the defensive end, and his leadership, it would show.
Right.
Period.
Mm-hmm. They need to get AD being the vital point on the offense, bro. He has to be the vital point on the offense.
That's what D-Ham said he gonna do next season.
Yeah, you can do that all you want. You know what I'm saying?
But
I don't know what you do. You gotta get rid of them motherfuckers. Period. Rebuild your team the right way. That's why they having that bad. That's that karma, bro, for trying to cheat the system. That's what it is.
Trying to cheat the game, huh?
Trying to cheat the game, bro. Y'all niggas just trying to get every motherfucking player on every other team to try to help y'all. Nuh-uh. Stand in the mud, nigga, by yourself and figure it out.
Now that you put it like that, bro, I don't think Danny Ainge is gonna be so quick to give up Clarkson, man. Because Clarkson, he only 29.
Exactly. He fits in with the rebuild with what they're trying to do.
Yeah, like and he fits good with the Jazz, what they got right. Yeah, I wouldn't even give up Clarkson, bro.
Yeah.
I like Clarkson.
Well, if he's on the Jazz for next year, you think he should start or come off the bench?
No,
Clarkson. He started last year. Oh no, he was 6 man. No, he's starting this year.
Yeah, he should go into a starting role though.
Yeah, I mean, with the team that you got now, you got THT,
Sexton, you know what I'm saying? Stanley Johnson, Vanderbilt, Clarkson.
Malik Beasley.
Yeah, but they too small. They're gonna have
Yeah,
to.
they got the center.
They're gonna have to get somebody. That's why I said Stanley Johnson because he's your defender and he's like 6'7", 6'8". So, yeah, I like the 1-2 punch of Clarkson and fucking Sexton. To be honest, bro, this might be a stretch, bro, and motherfuckers might be like, I'm a hater. Utah about to be better than the Lakers next year.
That's not a bad take, bro. I'm telling you, it's not a bad take. All you looking with the Lakers, they got is star power, bro. They got star power. That's about it, but they don't
They
fit.
got a young coach over there in Utah, the youngster who came from Boston, who helped them get to a chip last year.
Will Hardy?
Yeah,
No, you talking about
something like.
the coach right now?
Yeah, this is his first year for Utah. He came from Boston. He was their assistant.
Oh, he was their assistant?
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Yeah, Danny Ainge making chess moves. He
That's what
making
I'm
chess
saying.
moves.
Cuz it's young too.
Wow, he about to have them boys running.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. They gonna run the Lakers smooth out of the gym, bro. Them old dinosaurs ain't gonna be able to.
Man, Danny Ainge is the dirtiest player, man.
Oh shit.
But hey, you gotta give him credit. Like I ain't no E
Will
fan
Hardy.
either.
Yeah, Will Hardy. That's who it is.
Yeah, Will Hardy. I ain't big Danny Ainge fan, but he know what he doing when it comes to his position, bro.
He be knowing what the hell he be doing. That's why I respect it.
That's what the Lakers need. Shit, they front office is all messed up. They got people in there who don't know how to run the team.
Yeah, Rob Pelinka don't know shit. You know what I'm saying? He went from he went from an agent to a motherfucking front office. Nigga, how that work?
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Bro.
Backdoor shit.
What we doing, bro?
A lot of backdoor shit.
Today roster though, bro. Mike Conley, they gonna have to get rid of some of the dinosaurs. See, they got Mike Conley and them gonna have to go. Oh, they got Rudy Gay. I forgot. Oh, they still got Nikhil Alexander Walker too.
They still got Rudy Gay on the Jazz?
Yeah, Jared Butler. They still got Jared Butler. Yeah.
Wait, what about Whiteside?
No, he gone. Whiteside is free agent.
He's on here. Is he a free agent? He's saying that he's on a roster.
Oh, it's probably the entire year. Does it still have the players from like the entire year?
No, this is the team right now, bro, with all the trades and shit.
Oh shit! I thought Hassan was a free agent. Oh,
that's
shit.
what I thought. I think he under contract though. Let me see.
Well, I guess something done happened there. They got rid of that.
I thought he was a free agent too, because you would think that a lot of teams would already signed him.
Yeah, because Hassan, he was with Miami. He was a pretty hot commodity in Miami before he came to Utah.
Yeah, he was.
But looking at these three, man, if you had a choice, I would take Clarkson. If I had a chance to get Bogdanovich, I would. But I mean, they good for what they have, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's fact.
But man, we all know I'm about to get up off here, man. It's Friday, but any lasting thoughts, man? We're gonna be back on Sunday. We should be back. We're gonna take tomorrow off though. But any lasting thoughts, man, before we get off, man?
Lasting thoughts on me, man. Just looking forward to the season. I'm in football mode right now, though. I got some fantasies going on and everything. So, salute though to BJ, man. You know what I'm saying? Keep putting that work in, bro. Growing your channel and your name, bro. You know what I'm saying? You provide good content. You got a good basketball IQ. So, you know what I'm saying? Good.
Y'all follow my man, really easy, man. His channel as well. Here I'm going to put this right here in the screen right now. Y'all can see him right now. That's his page. I'll go follow him right now. The Real Elise. That's my dog. My man Bub, what you got, bro?
Man, I want to wish Chet Holmgren. I want to wish him a speedy recovery. You know, come back next season better than you were this season, and come ball out. Come show us your potential. Come play basketball. That's all I'm gonna say.
That's fact. Hey, oh yeah, E, what you think about Jimmy G being a backup for your Niners?
Shit, he led us to a Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? NFC championships. He like 30 something and something, or 27 and 13 or something crazy as a starter. So when you got two starters on your team, bro, then that's shit. You can't ask for nothing more than that. You feel me? But
Yeah.
I still thought it was they should have pulled the plug on him last season. Let Trey Lance, if Trey Lance is your future, you still want him to get experience. So it's all good.
So y'all coming out the NFC West?
You are what? You already know that. Come
No,
on,
it's gonna be
man.
them team, that Mile High team is gonna be tough, bro. Beating them niggas.
Bro, I ain't worried about none of them teams, bro. Period.
All right. Well, I like y'all. I'm rooting for y'all. Actually, y'all my favorite team in the NFC West. So
See, that's what I'm saying. Appreciate you, bro.
I was actually. I need to go to a game this upcoming year anyway. I'm gonna holler at you when I'm up there.
Yeah, we're gonna have to link up.
All right, bro. I'll talk to you later.
All right, salute, bro.
Salute. All right, man. That was my man's, Bubba, regular, and then my guy, really lazy. Y'all can see right there in the on the bottom. That's his page. I'll go follow him right now and subscribe to his page. He puts out very good content. You know what I mean? Very good content. Very funny. Great content. And knows the game through and through. But yeah, man. What y'all think about the Chet Holmgren situation? Again, I think players I have no problem with them playing in Perons, but that doesn't. Don't let that compensate for you actually knowing what you're there for, and that's for the summers is to get better. The summer is to improve your game. If you have a weakness, you're supposed to spend time on that weakness, not spending time going out there trying to play and do too much when it's not even needed. So, but prayers up for Chet Holmgren. Injuries suck, and just hope he has a speedy recovery and God heals his body. But other than that, y'all continue to follow the Pull Up Basketball Podcast. Y'all like the ticket right there, Cash App, $ BJ Matthews. Like, share, subscribe. With that, we respectfully say, pull up a seat, pull up a chair, pull up. Peace. Out of here like swimwear.